This is how to buy a K-car from a dealer in Japan. Let's go. So if you do come to Japan, you'll see that you can buy a car easily at the side of the road, or in our case we decided to go for a business. We'll go through a car garage to buy our car. A lot of that was to do with peace of mind. We know a little bit of Japanese, we're not fluent, and we're definitely classed as foreigners when it comes to this kind of thing, and it'd be nice to explain just how easy it is as a foreigner to buy a Japanese K-car. So why would you get a K-car? Well, in Japan, due to the size, the weight of the vehicle and the size of the engine, extremely small, and with that, the actual cost of driving the car is driven down compared to larger engined, larger size vehicles. So for us, it was a really good, cheap option. So the way we actually found our K-car was to search the internet, and we did manage to find some local dealers. They're actually in walking distance, and we did actually go there. We did check out their stock, just try and get a feel of what kind of car we were after. So we did narrow it down to body styles like a Tanto. It's like a box on wheels, and then there's other ones, a Highway Star, which is a Nissan, and also Suzuki Spacia. They're all around the same size inside. Very cute little cars, really easy to drive, excellent visibility. So that's what we concentrated on trying to find. Using the internet, something called Car Sensor, we were able to pretty much put in what we wanted, and the search engine would come out with cars which were local to us. It's great, really. We did manage to view some, and the sales staff were always friendly. So when you're viewing these cars at the actual dealerships, you'll notice there's a sheet of paper in the windscreen. In fact, there might be multiple ones. And also you'll notice that there might be two prices on display. These prices are pretty important because one is the base price, which is just the car, and the other one is the on-the-road price, and the high one obviously. That isn't where it ends either, so just be careful with this one. The on-the-road price doesn't include everything. For example, if the vehicle needs a test and number plates, that will always be on top of the price as well, so be careful with that one. So on the piece of paper on the windscreen, you'll notice that obviously there's the two prices that I explained before, but also you may find another piece of paper attached to it. This is for the damage that has previously been recorded on the vehicle. Be aware though, some garages will not actually display this sheet of paper, and you may have to ask for it, or even ask if the vehicle has had previous damage, so be wary. On the vehicle description, you may find that there's a period on there and not a vehicle manufacturing year. A little bit difficult to understand, so what I'll do is I'll just put the grid up so you can have a look yourself. So you've gone to the dealer, and another thing that you'll realise is the mileage is in kilometres. If you're from the UK, convert that. But the majority of cars in these dealers seem to be extremely low mileage. But just double check. So once you've found your ideal car, it's worth spending a little bit of time just going over the exterior, interior best you can. you will have to sign a disclaimer once you've decided on your car. So just make sure you know what you're looking for. Failing that, it might be wise to take someone that can just come with you, just to cast an eye, and you won't want any problems to arise. But as I said, you do have to sign a disclaimer saying that this is what you wanted, so be wary of that as well. So just like the UK, where we have an MOT, in Japan they have a shaken. The shaken test is expensive, like UK MOTs can be, but this shaken test and also compulsory insurance and number plates, these are actually things that may have to be put on top of your budget, so the overall price sometimes does not include these. So we did experience one situation at one garage. I'm pretty certain it was a communication error. We're not going to hold a grudge on this one, but basically we found a nice little car. They didn't have it in the colour we wanted. They did say that they can get it in the colour we want. The mileage was good, and they wanted to have a rather large deposit, which was non-refundable unless we spent it at their garage. The reason we wanted this car in the first place was the colour, and that's not something they had in stock anyway, so we would have got stung on that. But on top of that, the car had actually suffered accident damage, which they didn't tell us until the time that we went to pay for the vehicle. Obviously with engines and gearboxes, you do want to take the vehicle for a test drive, but bear in mind some places may only let you test drive it around their forecourt. So just be wary of that. You may not be able to go for a long test drive that you're used to. After deciding on the car, a small deposit was paid, and the remaining balance of the vehicle was paid within 5 days. The vehicle itself though won't be ready for 2 weeks. When you register as a resident in Japan, you'll get a form with what they call My Number on this form. The car dealer will need this, but without the My Number filled in on this form. So you will have to go to the council office and get a copy of this form without the My Number on there. This is very important because they won't be able to sell you the car without this. Also, they will need a copy of your driving license. An international driving license is fine. Once the paperwork's sorted, they can then fill out a car order form. And then from this, you'll be contacted when your car is ready for collection. So this has been our personal journey so far on getting a K car. What we'll do on the next video, I hope to show you the car when we pick it up. And thanks for watching. See ya.